Okay, everybody, we're back with another book that we're not. How did we feel? Mid.
Yeah, I didn't feel. That's the problem.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jane.
And today we're discussing Bride by Ali Hazelwood.
All right. I have no notes. I take notes when I love the book. When I don't love the book, it's so hard. What am I taking a note on? I mean, that's a good thing I didn't hate the book because I don't have any notes strong enough to,
It's like we're here. We're here for the ride.
Yeah. And that's all I'm here for. Like, I'm not driving. I'm going to just take this ride and that's it.
And then we out.
Yeah.
Well, I took some notes, not a lot, actually. Yeah, I didn't love it. And I feel like a lot of people loved this one. But it was giving me lukewarm.
I've seen it a lot of places, but I don't exactly remember what was written about. I've just seen the cover.
And I like Ali Hazelwood. I've read Love Theoretically by her, and I loved that book.
Mm-hmm. Is that contemporary?
Yeah, it's contemporary. I also read Deep End by her, and I didn't really like that one. So I guess maybe it's hit or miss with her.
The reason I think I didn't really like it, correct me if I'm wrong, but what was the issue?
Yeah.
like what
I mean, little bit at the end.
It was, but it also wasn't really kind of an issue for like this. Our next read, I'm excited about, and like, but because it's not a romance, but this is a romance. So if I'm reading a romance, the issue needs to be with the romance because I don't care if the world is ending.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with the couple? Like, what?
I also feel like it had one of my favorite tropes. Like, I love forced arranged marriages or forced proximity.
I was wondering what the trope was, and obviously, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I love that.
But they accepted
and I know that's kind of like weird, but yeah, they accepted it so
it didn't even feel it wasn't forced because they both were down with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like.
And correct me, did he know she was his mate like the second he saw her?
Yeah, when he smelled her, not when he saw her. He thought she was beautiful, he said, when he saw her. But I don't think he knew until he smelled her. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because.
But he knew on their wedding day.
That when she heard him talking, I think because the way they explained it, didn't his like back stiffen and
yeah. Okay, so
I'm
maybe that's
sure, but
why.
I could be wrong.
But still,
no, I definitely think that's why for him. But yeah, there was no angst. There was no. It was just.
Yeah, and I appreciate that in a book. I mean,
you appreciate that.
Yeah,
I thought you meant that there was none.
No,
because then I'm like,
and I mean, it is a shorter book, so but maybe that's.
And it felt so long to me because no, because there was just nothing. I know what's gonna happen, and like you always kind of know what's gonna happen, but like let me trick my brain into not knowing. Give me some hate.
I think there's a reason why, like, fantasy or paranormal books are like chunky.
Yeah,
like they're thick.
Yeah, I don't want too thick.
But like, I feel like if she had an extra like 200 pages and some of that was like yearning.
Yes, if she was going to add some yearning in, absolutely.
And maybe make him a little, like, dial up
dial up something, because he almost had no personality.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, the last few books we've been reading have been, like, very on the men.
Yeah.
The last 4.
Honestly, I like the computer guy. Was his name Alex?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I liked him, but I like.
And that's a thing in all of her books. Like, all of her books have, like, STEM or computers in them. And I was like, oh, so we're doing STEM vampires right now?
So, you know what, because I don't want to skip to the end like I always do. So, I'm going to use your notes to keep me on track.
All right. My first note is just about her name.
Misery. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Was it too early to curse? Or are we
No.
good?
I think
Okay.
we're good. I think we yapped for long enough. Like, yeah, especially since
So
like her
stupid.
brother
Is Owen. Oh my god, thank God that you said that, because I was like, okay, so they named you Misery because she died in childbirth or like soon after.
Yeah,
And
something
I'm
like
like,
that.
okay, well that's very, very not nice of them to do. But okay.
Yeah.
And then you find out the brother's name is Owen?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And they're twins, aren't they?
They were born, they never said that they were twins, but they were born like at the same time. But maybe vampires don't.
It doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
But you know what? The way they were like talking about things, it didn't even sound like they were born the normal way. Like I feel like in the book they were meant to be, but the way they talked about it, like, I don't know. They make it sound so like, what's the correct word that I'm thinking of? What am I thinking? Like, there's no love, there's no, this is strictly
like cold.
Yeah, like just nobody's fallen in love. Like, I mean, I get that, like, okay, we're just worried about repopulating, but come on, like, they just make it seem like it's such a foreign concept.
The brother does say when she like, and I'm skipping very far ahead, but when she feeds on him, yeah, the brother says like, oh, don't ever do that again. That's how you like get feelings.
But that's what I'm saying. But yet nobody has these feelings, because they would know. Because once you catch those feelings, you're not going to go keep sleeping around with everybody else, or you're not going to let your person keep sleeping. So there's got to be vampires that are just with each other, but they make it seem like no. And what do they do? What do they do? The wolves, they shift. What do the vampires do? Because they don't live forever. They're aging. They're having children. What are they? What are you doing?
Yeah, I found the like occult people in this book to be very like, I've seen better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Twilight had better.
I mean, as a child, when I read Twilight, you couldn't tell me nothing.
And they sparkled.
You could. I didn't even think sparkling was lame until everybody else started laughing.
I didn't think so either. Until
like,
the media started.
Sparkles. That's amazing.
I didn't think that was lame either. And honestly, when I pictured it kind of like glass.
I don't know how I pictured it, but I didn't think. I didn't
think it was dumb at all.
No.
Until everybody started hating on it.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella. I was like, wow. but
you felt the severity of it,
right? I don't know. Okay, side note, we're having drinks. I don't know if we've had like themed in a while.
No, we haven't actually.
So we
but we did for one last rainy day. We had espresso.
Okay,
martinis.
yeah. So we have another themed drink. It's just a Cosmo, but it's themed, red for blood.
And the peanut
Anna
butter's
made
out.
these extremely strong.
Yeah. I followed a TikTok recipe. It's not my fault.
I don't know if you guys can tell if you're if our one listener, if you're still hanging in there with us. I don't know if you could tell that we yap more when the drinks are. I've had about
that's important.
4 sips, maybe not even, and I'm feeling it already. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
And it's kind of crazy. And that TikTok lady really, she said in the video, she was like, I like my Cosmos stiff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, girl, me too.
Yeah. This is stiff.
Not quite as stiff.
Okay, so, but you only add like a little bit more cran.
Yeah.
And it's perfect now. It's strong, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Good enough for a drink.
Oh yeah. For what? What's good enough for a drink?
Just one.
Oh, because I was saying I don't know if it's the drink, but I want to watch Twilight now.
Yeah. Well,
we are. Week. Okay, yes. Next week already? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Perfect.
It's Oa season.
Yeah, we're watching it in an outdoor movie. And you know what's even more perfect? I just want to remind you. It's dark outside and it's only 4, so that means the movie is starting early. No, they're probably still going to start at 6, but it'll start at 6 finally.
Yeah, it'll probably start at 7, but we should probably get there early.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry.
What
is that new?
What?
That that thing. That's that thing. That it's like an emerald.
Oh, the perfume thing?
Yeah, that's perfume. That's gorgeous.
My aunt gave me that. She said it's antique.
It's beautiful.
Shout out my aunt. She's got great taste.
I love it. It's so pretty.
She gave me these tables when I moved in with my ex. Side note. But when she found out that we broke up, she was like, I want those tables back.
You're damn right.
I was like,
as she should.
Okay.
Well, not from you, but from him, yeah. And you got some new stuff going on over there. But that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The snail, you've always had the snail?
Yeah, that had my air plant that I killed in it.
Okay. All right.
Which, side note, how do you kill an air plant? I overloved it.
People breathe air and they die.
That's real. That's very real. Yeah, I feel like going back to the book, I feel like I wanted him to be a little more like, because they kept saying like, oh, she's going into enemy territory, this is extremely dangerous, but then like he wasn't giving dangerous,
and I wanted it.
Yeah, I feel like I wanted a little bit. I love
enemies to lovers, and this was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, it was a perfect
and
setup.
Maybe not enemies, but something.
Especially since they kept saying, "Oh, you've killed my ancestors for generations."
Yeah, and he was just like, "Yeah, but I don't really care."
But you smell good.
I mean, I don't blame the man. But where was her? I don't know.
But she didn't even have it either. And vampires don't have mates, so she didn't even have like the.
But supposedly she did. Supposedly, what we were getting from her was. Because if you think about it, like, she's never been with anybody else. She's how old?
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one. So I guess, like, what we've seen, she didn't realize what she was feeling was.
But at the same time, your father that you haven't seen in forever, who didn't even raise you because you were shipped off to some...
And named you Misery.
Yeah, and named you Misery.
And named your brother Owen.
Yeah. And your brother wasn't shipped off. You were shipped off to live with the humans. And he's forcing you now to marry this werewolf that you don't know, and you're being shipped off to enemy lines now. Don't you think you'd be like a little more like on guard, pissed off?
Well, you know what? I feel like that was like the part where like the friend said, you need to care about something. You just...
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, that was like one of the parts of the book that I really liked because I related to that, because there has been a lot of times in my life where I've missed out on years.
Yeah.
And I've been like, oh, yeah, 5 years passed, and it's... Maybe you understand because you're saying, yeah, but I don't think like, if you haven't experienced it, you wouldn't understand, where you're actually like, wow, this many years of my life passed and I didn't do anything, and I wasn't sad about it.
To show
I wasn't,
for it.
And not only that, like, I wasn't sad about it. You don't even realize. And in a way, it's good because it's almost like nothing bad happened during that time, but it was just nothing happened, and you just woke up, you went to work, you did that, and then, like I said, nothing bad happened. That's why I didn't stand out either. But you realize you lost years of your life just... Noah Kahn said it best: "Scared to live, scared to die." We need a Noah Kahn podcast day, because when his new album comes out, everything that man says, when his new album comes out, God, we will be on it. Side note: did you see that TikTok of him singing the Lumineers? Yes. And where he said he's singing with his whole heart, and he's saying, "Oh, how he loves these people," and the line he sings is, "It's better to feel pain than nothing at all." And he says about how they kept him alive, basically. But then you go to his. And he says it's better to feel numb. Yeah. Noah. Which one is it? Did you see that he also posted something saying, like, how he keeps seeing like the posts of people being like, oh, it's Noah Kahn season. And he's like, I feel really sad that I don't have anything to give you guys, because you guys are like saying that it's Noah Kahn season. And he was like, but I'm working on this. And then I saw people clipping the recording sessions of him at the pond, the lake pond, wherever Taylor Swift recorded Folklore or whatever. And the song that is in that, he says, like,
something about ice and how everything has died. And they're like,
Mhm.
he said there's nothing for fall, but winter.
Well, it's stick season. Well, I guess
Winter is right after fall. Yeah. I feel like he's not going to drop anything till next year.
I don't know. I have no theories on it. I'm just here for the ride.
But Noah, we love you, and we would really appreciate it
all year.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And when those tickets go on sale, I will be fighting hard in that Ticketmaster war.
We totally went off.
We did.
See, like, the drinks flowing are so good because we just but I mean, but yeah, no, please, Noah, release the album.
Also, side note to the side note.
MGK?
Well, yes, but we just mentioned that we'll do a podcast episode when he drops his new album next week. Not next week. Is it next week? Yeah, it's next week already. Next Friday. Not this Friday coming up. Next Friday. Taylor Swift.
Yes.
We are doing
special episode October 3rd. What's Mean Girls? October 4th.
It's October 3rd.
Oh, is it October?
Yeah.
Did she do that on purpose?
I kind of feel like it, but I can't, because I don't know what it means. If she did do it on purpose, I don't know what it means. It's October 3rd.
Okay, I feel like she did it on purpose, because how could you release something on October 3rd
and not think of Mean Girls?
For some reason, I thought it was October 4th, but I don't know.
And on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
What day is that?
It's October 3rd. And we'll be right here listening to you.
We're going to have, so how many songs are on the album?
12.
So guess how many drinks we're going to have? Yes. Don't think too hard. 12.
We gotta get planning on this, because I didn't realize it's already.
Yeah. Well, we're going to Austin City Limits
the week after that,
and I saw that they posted, only 2 weeks, and I freaked out, but I didn't realize it was week 1. Yeah. I was like, I don't have anything.
Week 1 is the same weekend that Taylor is releasing her album,
which means we only have 3 weeks then.
Yeah.
So we're ready. Damn, do we hate this book, or do we?
I'm only on my second note.
I feel bad for the people
that came to actually hear about this book. All right, back to the book. When they're at the wedding, and what's the guy's name? Lo?
Yes.
Okay. He asks her, if her dad hates her. And he's like, I need to know, because you're my wife, if your dad hates you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, way to clock that. Like,
yeah. Well, yeah. But I think, doesn't the brother say something like that too? Or
it's also kind of nice. But that is the first sign of, like, this is not enemies to lovers.
See, but in my mind, I took it as him saying, like,
I need to know for strategy.
Yeah, like, do you matter to this man?
Yeah.
Because if he hates you, he's not going to care if I kill you.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
That's how I took it.
But my brain is fucked up, and I was like, oh, he cares.
No, because there was no angst. There was no enemies to lovers. So I kind of knew, but I was like, well, it can be taken as, do you matter to this man? Because you're supposed to be collateral. And if you don't.
Yeah. But she didn't. She didn't matter. I think
honestly, guys, I hate to tell you, but neither of your collaterals matter.
Yeah. And I think that adds to the no stakes.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because even the werewolf one. She's not even, who is she?
Do you think, like, maybe it's just the genres that I read, but do you feel like authors now are a little too, like, I don't want to say politically correct, but a little too, like, nice with their characters? Like, they don't want to, like...
They don't want to get canceled.
I mean, because I also don't read dark romance, so I don't know what they put their characters through.
No, dark romance.
But...
Don't.
I just feel like...
They don't care.
I'm comparing...
they're definitely... Yeah.
They don't give a shit about their characters.
They don't. I want to cancel them. There's some books I read where I'm like, no, this is not okay. and
Yeah.
I'm angry. But
that was something because we talked about how much we didn't like the last couple books that we read, and I was like, maybe we should read a dark romance.
I mean, there are dark romances I do like. Chantel, I mean, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but in my head I say Chantel Tesser or Tessier. She has good ones that I really enjoy.
I have a couple
of hers.
No, a couple dark romances. What?
I just realized my bracelet broke. Sorry. Side note.
Was it that bracelet broke?
Yeah.
How?
I have no clue. I just looked down and realized it was broken.
Oh.
Sad. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes a lot of authors play things like safe.
No, I get what you're saying, and I don't want to like say, I don't know if indie authors have always been such a big thing, but I feel like a lot of authors release things really fast now, whereas they used to take a very long time to release.
That's a good point too, because I was thinking about Ali Hazelwood as an author too. She's released, I think, 4 books this year, which is kind of crazy. Like, how do you write 4 good books? And I'm not saying that they're bad because I haven't read. Well, I did read Deep End, but I haven't read anything else that she's released this year. But she's actually coming out with a sequel for this book,
which would be The Friend. Yeah.
Which is funny too, because I knew that she was coming out with the sequel when we were reading this, and as we were getting to the end, I was like, how is she possibly writing a sequel to this book?
Yeah.
Like, where is this going?
It's more
and
like
then that last
like
chapter,
a spin-off, yeah.
I was like, oh, I see.
But I gotta say, like, I know that I wasn't invested in this book by the fact that, like, I was like, okay, there's a sequel. Maybe I'll read it, because of the fact that if I really, 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 really love the main characters, I don't want to spin off.
Yeah.
That's why I've been so reluctant to read A Court of Silver Flames, because I'm so invested in Reese and Feyre, that it's hard for me to be in the same universe but not be reading 24/7 about them. So if I'm okay with reading, that means I'm not that invested in the main couple.
My third note, which we've yapped this much and we've only gotten to my third note, was about how the kid was actually funny in this. I did appreciate the kid.
I didn't like her as much. I did not like her. But I don't know. She was okay. She was cool.
She was cool.
Yeah, she was cool. She wasn't anything special.
She was the sister, right?
Yeah, his sister.
Oh, yeah. I wrote another note about how, because this was before, I wrote this note before we found out that, like, the collateral wasn't actually his mate. I was like, yet another book where the male main character has another love interest.
No,
and how am I supposed to take this seriously?
I knew from the beginning.
You knew from the beginning?
Oh, yeah. Like, you didn't know? Come on.
No, I didn't clock that.
Really?
No, I didn't.
Wow, I thought everybody knew. That's why I was so, like, bored. I was like, we already know she's the mate.
Well, you know why? And this isn't really spoilers for Deep End because it's literally in the first chapter, but Ali Hazelwood wrote another book, Deep End. It came out earlier this year. And the literal first chapter, it's this girl, she's on a swim team. Her friend on the swim team has a boyfriend. Turns out the boyfriend's into some BDSM shit, and she don't like that. So they're at a party, and the girlfriend of the boyfriend goes up to the main character and says, oh, you guys are both into BDSM. You guys should have sex.
I'm going to need you to take and repeat what? I was trying to follow along. Wait, what?
So this girl, our main character.
Yeah.
She's on a swim team.
Yeah.
her friend on the swim team
Yes.
has a boyfriend.
Yes.
Who's into BDSM.
Yes. And she tells that girl to have sex with her boyfriend.
Yep.
So are they a throuple?
Nope. They break up.
They break up, and she says, hey, I know someone who's into something that you're into, but I'm not into it. All right, so maybe she really didn't like the boyfriend at all.
No, but then it, like, becomes, like, a thing. Like, at the end of the book, like, the main... This is spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Well, you didn't say what book it was, but I'm kind of interested to hear what book. Not that I want to read it.
It's another Ali Hazelwood book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But she it becomes the main climax where the friend is like, oh, I want him back. And I was like, I could never.
Want him back?
No, I could never, like, be in that situation. Like, I would not, first of all, I would never
tell
date
my friend to my boyfriend.
I would never date my friend's ex. That's first of all.
Yeah, like, that's weird. That's strange.
And that's one of the reasons, that was the big reason why I didn't really like that book. But that's spoiler alert for that book. But clearly that book was better than this one, though, because we're talking about that one instead of this one.
We're talking about a lot of things instead of this. That's what I feel the problem with this book was. In conclusion, the problem is that
we can't even say on topic to talk about it.
Nothing crazy. There's nothing.
Yeah, it was like Wonder Bread. It was
lackluster. It wasn't giving anything.
It was like Wonder Bread.
Standing on business.
It was just
there.
Yeah, it was like popcorn. Like, you'll eat it if popcorn. It's there.
No, I love it.
Okay.
I shop for it.
It was like that had me thinking about when that unpopped popcorn was in the thing at work and you took that instead of the candy.
What?
When you had the corn.
It wasn't unpopped popcorn. It was corn.
It was literally corn.
Yes, it was corn.
I thought it was kernels.
It was corn.
It was uncooked corn?
It was cooked.
Did you eat it?
It was cooked. Yes, I ate it. It was good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh.
It was corn kernels that were, like, air dried into chips.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it was like chips, but it was corn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, okay.
I ate 2 bags of it. I think one was sweet and one was salty.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I think we already kind of talked about this note, but I said it seems like for the beginning of the book, they're giving her way too much leeway as an enemy in their, like... Yeah. Maybe I've read too much, like...
No, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, just nothing. Nothing.
Like, they're letting her just roam around and, like...
But I guess Owen was, too.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about the mate thing being one-sided sometimes? How he explained how it can not be reciprocated.
I mean, they always say that. Jacob said that about the toddler he was about to groom.
Did he really?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah,
he said, like, oh, if she grows up to not.
Yeah, they always say that.
Mm.
But I've yet to see it happen.
I do have a note in here about how, oh yeah, it's like a little bit further down, but how this book's, now, mind you, Ali Hazelwood is a Twilight fan.
Because I got scared for a moment. Can we skip to the end when the friend walks into the room and freezes and then sees a little figure? I was scared.
That it wasn't a direct.
I was like, no, it's not that baby sister, right? Because I'll throw this audio book right out my car. Yeah. That's what I thought. Because why the little figure?
Yeah.
I was scared for a moment.
I think she did that on purpose.
I was frightened.
Because she does, like, she loves Twilight.
I was like, please, God, no.
And in Love Theoretically, this isn't spoilers for Love Theoretically, but the main character in that book loves Twilight. And they end up, like, the couple ends up watching Twilight. Like, she makes him watch Twilight. It's a very cute moment. But anyway. So I went into this book knowing that Ali Hazelwood likes Twilight. So I was like clocking all the Twilight references. I was like the smelling thing about how she thinks that he finds her repulsive because of her smell, but really,
that's true. And yeah.
And then when she says, "Oh, can I see you as a wolf? Like, what does your fur glitter?"
I didn't even clock that. It wasn't clocking on me.
You weren't standing on business. I was standing on the Twilight business.
I could see that. I could see that.
The mates thing with the werewolves.
Yeah. That.
The way that he breaks her heart to protect her, the way, like, the main climax of this where he's like,
which that was so lackluster.
It was honestly,
it was so,
and I'm not, it was lackluster, but I'll say it was also unforgivable. Like, if a man uses private shit that you told them that against you, no, unforgivable. And I think that's why I have, like, no feelings.
And unnecessary. Yeah. Like, it was,
like, I have, like, no feelings towards him.
Oh, he's stale. She wants to be free. Okay, then she'll choose to be free if that's what she wants.
Yeah.
But instead, you're going to use her insecurities against her? Like,
it was fucked up. And it was kind of brutal. That was the only point where I was like, I do not like this man.
I guess, like, it didn't bother me so much because I was like, all right, we all know you're lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was even going to say to her, well, I wasn't going to say it to her, but I was going to be like, come on. Like, I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the way that he marked her? Where he's, like, licking her.
I don't
I couldn't take it seriously.
The sex scenes, the everything scenes.
And the smell. Like, how is, like, I get that they're wolves. Wait, I get it.
There was one point where he was like, I don't remember. I talked about this with you a little bit because I couldn't wait. Has our one listener, have you seen the movie Together?
Yeah.
Because that movie has made me disgusted by couples. Like, at one point where she's like, I want to live inside. Does she say I want to live inside?
I don't know because I didn't write that down.
But you remember that one point where she's basically like, she wants to live inside him or she wants him to live inside her or something. And I was like, you don't.
Was that when she was drinking his blood?
I think so. I think that was like their first intimate scene where she was like, oh, I want to be closer. And I was just like, trust me, I've seen it.
I've seen it.
You don't want what you're asking for. You think you do.
That movie was kind of.
You should go see that movie because that movie
was crazy.
Wild. It was James Franco, right?
No, Dave Franco.
Dave Franco. Yes, the better brother.
Yeah, I think James is canceled. Oh, okay. My next note was like, do you think the relationship between Serena, the best friend, and Misery is weird?
I did.
Because there were so many things.
I did until the end when she found her.
Yeah. When they were actually together.
That she was like freaking out because she thought that all this was happening to her. I was like, oh, okay. Because at first I was like, this girl don't like you.
Yeah, not only that, but like when she talks about how like growing up they made them like cut each other's toenails.
Well, that was weird, but I didn't put that on them. I put that on their guardian.
That was weird. There were so many weird things that they had where I was like, are they kind of gay for each other or what's up? Like, this is weird.
I didn't think that they were gay for each other. But I did think that was nasty. But their guardian made them do it. So
they had to give her, what was it? They had to give a reason why they liked each other or something for each toenail or a compliment for each toenail they clipped. Off of clipping each other's toenails.
I don't
That
remember.
was weird. But Ali Hazelwood, I got a problem because that was weird.
But it was their guardian that did it. They didn't decide.
That was weird. Why would you put that in a book in the first place? I would not. I have no words. That was weird.
I felt the same way, but it wasn't their fault. They were just kids. Like, maybe we should look into, maybe somebody should call CPS on their guardian. Because that's strange.
Okay. My next note. It's the big one. Are we
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk
You
about
already know. They say that like when you're like close with somebody, your brains sync up for a reason. So you know what I'm gonna say.
Are you gonna say it?
Listen, that had me cringing so hard that our coworker was leaving work and I stopped him and I said, I can't be the only one that has to deal with this right now. And I told him right there in the middle of our office what they were doing in this book.
What were they doing? Because on your refrigerator we have a note about a man, and we thought it couldn't get worse, but it got worse. Do you want to tell everybody what the note is? Because they've listened. They listen. Now, if we go back a few podcasts,
I'll read you my fridge right now, okay? For my listeners, I wrote, "You will be okay." That's what I wrote.
No, and then you wrote what we're talking about.
And then you wrote underneath, and even if you're not okay, you'll always have Tobias's engorged cock.
And we thought it couldn't get any worse than that.
Because we kept hearing about it.
We heard about it so much, and all I wanted was for it to end. But little did I know it would get. There are worse things than having an engorged, you know. And that is.
I'm just gonna say it. The nodding. I get that he's a wolf, and I get that he's about sniffing and licking, and why you gotta give him? Why? And somebody wrote this. Ali Hazelwood, I'm looking at you. You wrote this into a book.
Yeah. I'm tired of all sex scenes in general, but this one.
And I don't want to read the sequel because I already know you're going to be talking about it again.
Why? He's a human. Nothing else happens when he's human. So why?
And then she tries to double back on it and it's like, well, it only happens when you're with your mate. I don't give a fuck. Why did you have to put that in the book at all? I get that he's a dog.
So it's a...
I get it. You don't have to spell it out for me.
I felt very uncomfortable.
I did too. And then on top of that, she even like gets insecure about it and is like, well, do you feel some type of way because you're never going to get to experience that with a werewolf?
I read that, and at first that's what I thought she was talking about, but then she was like, oh, you're never going to get to run, and you're never going to get to... So I didn't know what she meant. But I mean, that's just in general. I feel like, I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but is that not an insecurity a lot of women have? Like, is this man going to be okay that he can never have sex with anybody but me?
That's a good point.
That's how I thought of it. Like,
that's a good point. I'm going to say something very off key, and I hope none of our family is listening to this podcast.
They better not.
But listen, if you got a specific kind of kink, I recommend this book. Other than that,
wait, who has that kink?
Not just that, but I mean, I know. I'm taking myself into a hole. I'm not talking about the dog thing. I'm talking about like, because he says like, oh, it's for. I'm just gonna say it for breeding. That like that's why it happens.
Like a breeding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even think people breeding things have that.
No, they don't. They don't. But I mean, I read that part of the sex scene and I was like, oh, she's just trying to justify this so that we're all okay with this. But I was still cringing the whole time. Anyways, he's got a dog.
Ugh,
you know,
I'm getting nauseous.
I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, because the drinks, and I'm getting my stomach's turning. I don't like it.
Okay, this is going back to how I said like it's unforgivable, like how he used her insecurities against her.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it was right after the first time they ever had sex was like even worse.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even like comfort her, nothing. He's just like,
I feel like he kind of used that to help him be like, yeah, you've never really done it. So I guess like all these emotions are overwhelming you because
oh my god,
I'm not really feeling like that.
that's such a man response.
Such a dog. That's such a dog thing to do.
Yeah. My next few notes are not that interesting, but I have, oh shit, Serena's a half a werewolf. Did you see that coming?
I don't think I saw it coming, but I also don't think I thought about it.
Yeah,
I
I didn't
kind of
think
just
about it
thought she
either.
was the bitch. Like when I was reading, I
Yeah.
was like, she really don't like you, honey.
Yeah.
So reading that, I was like, oh, okay. I forgave her after that. And I was happy because I was like, all right.
Yeah, it made a little more sense why she was like,
Yeah. And that last scene between them where she was like, you need to care about something.
yeah.
I was happy about that.
Okay, this was another one of my questions. Do werewolves bleed green? Was I reading that correctly? And do vampires bleed purple?
I don't know if they bleed green because technically, like, our veins are either blue or green, but we don't bleed blue or green. But maybe they do. I don't know. Because she did say yes, 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 yes. Because the Astor wedding or whatever the hell it's called that because of the color of the blood that was shed. So yeah, they do bleed different colors.
That's interesting. That was the only interesting part about these these is that they bleed different colors.
Yeah.
And then the other two notes we already talked about. The last sex scene had me cringing more than anything I've ever read.
I kind of just like absentmindedly listened to that. Even the epilogue, I was ready to be like, okay, they're gonna have a lot of sex.
Yeah, because then it was like the last scene, the last sex scene, and then it was the epilogue.
Yeah.
Which can I just say, I'm so sick of these authors writing books like that where they have like everything wrapped up neat and they're like, oh, let me sprinkle in one last sex scene. And then the epilogue where everybody's pregnant and we're getting married.
Well, nobody was pregnant in this one.
No,
because I kind of expected her to be.
Me too.
I kind of expected. I was waiting for it, but
I'm sick of it. And maybe that's just the romance genre.
I think there's people who are like hate it. It's either you hate it or you love it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's.
If I really love the couple,
well, because I
love it.
remember reading on one of like my Facebook groups where people were like, "You don't need to have a baby, like be pregnant and have a baby for it to be a happy ending." And they were angry that most epilogues ended that way.
Mm-hmm.
Which I used to crave that. I don't really know what I'm feeling now. Ever since I went into like my little book slump, I don't know, but I used to crave like I want to see them happy, married with a baby. And that was it. If I didn't see them happy married with a baby at the end, I wasn't satisfied.
I don't know. I feel like there's certain cases like Katniss and Peeta. That epilogue, chef's kiss.
You tell some real. That might be one of my favorite endings ever.
Chef's kiss. But then like Camera Shy. We read that for the podcast. Like that epilogue where they're just going to get engaged.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like good for that couple.
I feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I look back on that book with fondness. Did I like it? Because I feel like
we actually really did like it compared to like what we've been reading.
Yeah.
It had more in it, I think.
Maybe we could just relate to that one more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
It dealt with a lot of like body image stuff.
Read, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that one.
I feel like these last couple books have been giving us nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. Even if it's
If it's
fiction,
mid and it
I
gives me
like to come
something,
away with something. Even if it's not a real, story, I still like to come away feeling like I gained something from it.
yeah. Like, I didn't even feel strongly about the couple in Camera
No.
Shy. Like, I didn't even think that they would work.
No, and honestly, once that threesome scene came in, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. But I still appreciated that book more than.
Yeah.
Maybe we need some suggestions because we've been.
Yeah, we never. Do you have any suggestions for us to read?
Because we've been struggling
so bad. I'm in a slump. I read so many books for like 2 years straight. I went on like a 300 plus book a year
Jesus
thing.
Christ, I haven't even hit 100 yet, and it's September.
I went crazy. I did nothing but read. So now nothing's doing it for you. So please, if you have a book that's amazing, let us know. We'll read it. We need it.
We do, because we've been struggling. And honestly, I bought all these books that I haven't read yet, and nothing's really doing it for me either. It was like the serotonin of buying it.
That's what it is. Because honestly, I've been even wanting to go to Barnes & Noble to buy some, and I'm like, you're not even reading them right now.
Yeah.
But it's just that hit of buying them.
Well, you got any parting words on this bride episode? I feel like it was a lackluster because this is our Halloween episode.
I don't like it. We need another Halloween read. We need another Halloween.
Should we read a horror book? How do you feel about horror books?
I don't know about all that. I'm okay with a mystery. I would do a mystery.
A mystery? Like a thriller?
Yeah, but not horror. Like, I don't want to read about, like, something that's going to keep me up at night.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Especially, I feel like there's a difference between watching a horror movie and reading.
Yeah, because I also read a book once that was like, I don't know how to explain it, but to like sum it up quickly, she was being gaslit and she was in a very terrible relationship, and I was having bad dreams about it. So and that was not a horror movie, if that gets me, I don't want to know what an actual horror book would do to me.
Yeah.
There's watching a movie, and then there's reading a book where you're in it.
That's what it is, because your picture, like your mind is doing all the work.
When you read, you're in there.
Yeah.
When you watch it, you're watching it happen to someone else.
Yeah.
But like when you read, you're the main character.
Yeah, except if it's a man.
Do you believe so? Like if a man reads A Court of Thorns and Roses, he's not Feyre.
Could you imagine?
No, like I
don't think so. I don't think so.
How?
I know a lot of men that have read that, and I don't think they're thinking about getting fucked by Rhys.
I'm not thinking about that either, but I am Feyre. Like this, it's almost like you're thinking back on a memory. Okay, so you are that person.
No, I'll give you an example. I'm reading Pet Sematary right now by Stephen King.
Why would you read that?
I know.
The only Stephen King I've read is Under the Dome.
No, I haven't read that. I read Dark Tower.
Never heard of it.
But yeah, I'm reading Pet Sematary, and the main character is a man, and I do not picture myself as that man.
Yeah, well, once again, you're reading Pet Sematary. I would do everything in my power not to picture myself as anybody in that book.
Have you seen the movie for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting the heebie-jeebies just thinking.
I've never seen the movie, and I feel like I knew.
I don't even like horror.
I knew what was happening already. Like, I know where it's going.
I don't like horror, and I've seen it like multiple times.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it, but I already know what's happening. So I'm like, why am I reading this?
You should stop.
I only have an hour left.
You should stop. Ugh, that book is crazy. I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
And not that this is a Stephen King podcast, but I got something to say about Stephen King. I don't think I like him. I don't think his books are for me because they're like kind of weird, and I feel like,
well, I mean, doesn't it have like an orgy of children?
And I feel like even this book has like weird sexual undertones, and you're talking about like a pet cemetery, and like he buries his son in the cemetery.
I think that like a lot of people feel this way, right? Like I thought Stephen King was halfway canceled. That's how most people
he made questionable comments about the Epstein files too. So I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense. So I don't think I'll be.
But the pet cemetery was like an Indian burial ground, right? That's what it was.
I don't know. I haven't gotten to the end of the book yet.
So sorry. I don't remember. I watched this when I was like a child. No, only because you said like he's making like sexual things about a pet cemetery. So I'm like, are you talking like? Is he making sexual things towards animals, or
no? Because I'm pretty sure like the pet cemetery is like across the street from them.
Yeah,
from their house, and like the sexual undertones I'm talking about in the book is like they end up fucking a lot, like him and his wife, and they say like this is the best sex they've had like in years. And I'm like, why is this?
Now I don't remember any. Like I do remember the book, but I don't. So he's already, one of them has been dead and buried and come back?
No, not
yet. So
then
what do you, this is not even, this is not even related to this.
But yeah, it made me a little.
Why? What does that have to do with the pet cemetery?
Exactly. What does this have to do with the pet cemetery? But it's in the book.
Okay.
And I'm uncomfortable now because I thought we were reading about how he brought his cat back to life and later his son.
That's the baby, right? That was hit by the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't. Why'd you bring this crap up?
Anyways, spoiler for Pet Cemetery also. If you know I mean, that's old.
Spoiler! If you haven't seen that already, you deserve a spoiler. Not that I think you should watch. Don't watch it. Because now I got the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish you never brought this up. I got to drive home alone.
In the dark.
No. What is it? Oh, it's only 8:40.
That's not that bad, actually.
It's not that bad, but time has passed quickly.
Yeah, I wonder how long this is.
Sorry, guys.
And how much of it we actually were talking about the book.
We're going to do better for you. Whoever you are, our one listener.
Please, so I'm begging you, give us a good book.
Whatever, our one listener.
And I promise you, we will read it.
Whatever you recommend,
we will read it.
Because it's the three of us.
We're in this together.
It's the three amigos, and we're
just trying to find a good book.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year.
Please tell us a really, really good book, because obviously we're not finding it on our own.
We're not, but I think we should conclude this
before
we talk about something else that's not related.